Hello, welcome to Mind Your Business. I am Alma Duncan. I am a corporate trainer, business coach, founder of the Fabulous Woman Network, and I totally love to support the growth of women-led businesses in Africa. So my video podcast, Mind Your Business, is a show where I get to interview other women and maybe a man very soon, so they can show us how to do business better so that we can create wealth and impact people. Today, I'm interviewing a young lady who really inspires me. So I'm going to read her bio. She's Ethel Nanayaa Amoako Baffoe, and she describes herself as an enthusiastic young lady who seeks to change the world in her own small way. She's a trained journalist, a girl child advocate, writer, and an entrepreneur. She wants to be the change she wants to see. Ethel is a 2019 undergraduate from the Ghana Institute of Journalism. She writes, I wanted to be a journalist so bad, but I made errors along the way. Then I discovered my passion for advocacy. The passion to be a journalist still stars up, and I definitely will. She wants to build a profession in project management and is currently working as a ghostwriter. Ethel loves traveling, meeting new people, impacting lives, volunteering, and making the best out of her life. Her favorite slogans are live in the moment and let go and let God. Ladies, are you ready? Get your glass of water or maybe a cuppa, whatever it is, and enjoy today's episode of Mind Your Business.
Before I start talking about myself, I would like to say a big thank you to you for giving me the opportunity. I'm very grateful. And it was exciting. Kate introduced you to me and I got in touch, and thank you for everything. Like, you've been so wonderful. Thank you. And thank you for the Fabulous Women Network. I mean, you are doing amazing for women. So about me, my full name is Ethel Nanayaa Amoako Baffoe, and I'm the founder of Women Girls Network. It's an NGO I created with friends when we were in school, and mostly I grew up from a community and a family where, as a young girl, my mom really didn't pay attention to me. So there were a lot of information that I need. The information I needed, I got it from the wrong place. And I didn't really get the right information in building my sexual life, building my career. And I mean, as a young girl, the right thing was for you to be taught what you need to know so that you can make the right decisions with the right information. But that I didn't get. So I missed out on a lot of things. And growing up in a remote area, you realize that all we could do was to play, and that was it. I mean, we didn't know what we wanted to be. It's just a normal thing that, okay, I want to be a doctor, and that is it. How do you become a doctor? We don't know. We just debated in our plays, and that was the end. So I grew up and I realized that the issue is still that we still have girls who grow up without having the right information that they need for themselves. So I'm like, okay, so why don't we create a sister platform where we could have conversation with these girls and then help them to feed them with the right information so that they can be whoever they want to be. But so currently we are working on our period poverty project. So as I've also been a victim of period poverty actually. So I missed school on several occasions because my mom couldn't afford to buy me sanitary pads. So I preferred staying at home because you go to school and you're wearing rags, you're wearing T-rolls, and you saw your uniform and the boys will be laughing at you. So I prefer to stay home. And the time that mommy could afford to buy me pad, we are twins actually. So she could afford one for the both of us. And the time she has money, she could afford two. So, I mean, that is not enough for us. So I reserved mine for special occasions like church, party. I didn't like to miss parties. So I had to reserve my part for parties, for church events, but for school school day, I felt that, okay, I could wear anything to school. And even if I missed school, it was okay for me at that time. So yeah, so that's a little about me. And I'm a ghostwriter, I write, and I'm a trained journalist as well. So basically, that's a bit about me. Yeah. Right. And I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah. Yes. I love to provide solution.
Right. Right. Yeah, you are definitely an interesting person. I loved it when you said I'm a trend journalist, but I don't want to settle on that yet. We will come to that later. I want us to talk more about your inspiration for your foundation. And obviously you've shared a bit about it, the fact that you didn't have access to certain things like sanitary towels. And I know that in our interaction, from what you've shared, I know that through that experience, you've decided that this is how you decided to found your organization with your friends. And so let's talk a bit about that. What exactly does your foundation do?
Okay, so basically we provide comprehensive sexuality education. We provide mentorship and career guidance for young girls. So I believe that if we want girls to grow up to become the women we want them to be, we need to start training them from the onset, because feeding them with the right information from that young age will help her as she's growing up. We shouldn't wait till she's there, she's made all the mistakes, and we're now, okay, let's try to mentor her and all that. I believe that we should train them from the onset. So we deal with sexuality issues, we deal with mentorship, and we do career guidance as well. So basically.
That's fantastic. And how long have you had this organization?
So we started in 2017 in school. So it was a group of students from Ghana Institute of Journalism and then University of Ghana. So we started in 2017, where we would dodge classes once in a while because we want to go out and have our programs. We'll come back and there's IA, you miss it, but we're like, that's what we wanted to do. So we just kept doing it. But we registered last year.
Okay.
So for the registration, it's been a year, but we've been in existence since 2017.
Yeah. So what have been some of your successes as an organization?
Okay, so one of my greatest success has to do with the period poverty project, and that has been amazing because we've been able to reach close to 1,200 girls.
Wow.
And we've been able to distribute more than 2,000 pads. So we do disposable and we do reusable, 2,000 to young girls. So far that has been our success story. And we've met a lot of people. So we've been working with Plan once a while. Yeah, we've been working with Plan once a while too. So basically, these are some of the success stories. And you go to the villages and the girls will keep thanking you because you've given them pad and you are keeping them in school. So they keep thanking you, Auntie, thank you, Auntie, thank you. And that has been amazing for me.
I can imagine. Thank you. God bless you for using your own experience to be a blessing unto others. So which areas have you been operating in? I know you're based in Ghana, but which part of Ghana have you been operating?
So far, we've done Accra. We've been to the north. We've been to a section in the north. We've been to Sablogo. We've been to Central Region. We went to Bechasi and Asaratuase. And we'll be going to the Volta region, the other district, next week.
Just next week?
Yeah, next week.
Fantastic. Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
So this is amazing. How do you fund these projects?
The past projects we've been having, it's basically from our own pocket and sometimes from friends. So I remember in 2018 when we did one of the projects in school and I was given my monthly money, and unfortunately, I used this for a project, and I went so hungry. Like I had to be asking for money because I've used my money for the project. So I had to be asking for money and all that. So it's in our coffers and then that's of benevolence. But this particular project, we've been sending funds proposals out. We've not yet received some of the money, but the ones friends do give us, that we've received. So we're hoping to get the ones we sent out to the organizations.
Fantastic. I like that you are, what we call bootstrapping in the beginning. Obviously, in the beginning, yes, you will have to use your own resources, and thank God for your friends and loved ones who are supporting you. I'm also praying that your own business will prosper, so that you can just write that check and then So speaking of business, tell us about what you do for business as well.
So whereby I'm naturally an entrepreneur. So I started selling when I was a child. I used to sell everything. So I remember selling to buy my shoes and my bag. So I try to identify a problem all the time and where I am to find a solution. So I've been doing that since I was a child. So I've tried a whole lot of things and it seemed not to work. So I had to come back and redesign my strategy and find out the best thing to do in order to get it right. So currently, together with my roommate from school, we decided on a yam and pork business. Yes, so you know that Osu is kind of busy, and everyone wants to go to Osu. They want to eat the best food, even if the food is not nice. Since it's coming from Osu, they would want to go there. So we are using that, but of course, ours is going to be the best. So we decided to leverage on that, and my friend lives there. So we'll be selling it in front of a house in a structure. So it's a yam and pork, the best yam and pork you can ever find in also in Accra.
So you started operation.
We're doing it from home. So we order and we give it, but now we want to have it in a structure. So we're on hold and we're getting things ready to begin.
First of all, let me just say that I'm impressed with what you're doing. A lot of times we see problems and we ourselves go through problems and we waste the experience, as in, oh yeah, that was a painful period, and then we forget it, and then we move on. But you are realizing that actually, I'm sure at the time you were even more enlightened. So if you, with some, or at least you had a parent, went through that, how much more other girls? So you're looking back and thinking, you know what, let me support other girls. And even when you don't have the money, you're doing the best you can. So I'm just imagining when that your business flourishes and you can write thousands of CDs of checks, I can imagine, because you have a good heart. And that is
Thank you.
And God is blessing your business. God is blessing your business so that, you make so much money that you'll be able to fund your own things, because given, it's biblical. You're a Christian?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
I want to share this. So just to encourage Christians or people who don't like to give. So I remember someone used to tell me, so how do you survive since you are giving all your money out? And I just look at them and I laugh, because there's always a way, there's always a way you get what you give back. You always get it. So there are days that I remember I go kind of broke. I'm like, hey, so where am I going to get money? I'm also going to use my 3 days ago. The project is next weekend. I was like, geez, I don't really have enough money on me. How am I going to do this? At the same time, I had to pay, because we don't have the machines, we pay seamstress to do the sewing. So I gave the money out, and I'm there. I'm like, this is the money you have to use to eat. You want to give it to a seamstress. And I was just there, I was laughing. And just that evening, I got someone sending me money. I didn't ask. So it was just there, the person said. So, we should cultivate the habit of giving. Because you see, sorry, I know your audience from diverse countries, but you see, in certain so that's how life is. We can't just live. You can't just exist, come to the world and just go like that. You need to make an impact. Once you leave this world, someone should, hey, Afakuma, and another thing, hey, Ama, then what Ama did. And it won't be of beneficial to you only, but your generation as well. So, I mean, we have to have that habit of, in your own small way, you shouldn't just wait till you have everything and you give. No, in your own small way, helping that poor child in your community whose mom cannot afford to buy her food or something. I mean, your own small way, we should learn to give.
Yeah, and that's really what I like about you and this conversation. The fact that in your own small way, you're not waiting to have, there's this quote or saying that we have that the person who has 500 or five CDs and will give you is the same person who will give you 500 and you get when she so that's brilliant. Thank you so much. And as you were speaking, you talked about reusable parts and the fact that you managed to seamstress to sew that for you. Tell us about that, please.
Okay, so I have a sample here. Okay, I don't know if you can see.
Yes. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you. And this, so it comes in different sizes.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, when we started the project, we're distributing disposable parts, but we were looking at having a very sustainable project. And because of funding, we couldn't give a girl from January to December. So we could give like 3 months and that's the end. And it means it's not sustainable. So we were thinking of how to make this very sustainable. And then we decided to do our research. And we came across the reusable part and realized that even in Europe, people are using it. People are using the reusable part in Europe. So we're like, okay, there are girls, and when you go to the communities, the girls are already using rags. So how can we make the rag more hygienic? And then the fact that they can use it for a long time. So we saw it and okay, we can implement this. So we decided to start making this for the girls. This is supposed to be the right fabric to use. This is a pattern. So pattern is like the raincoats we've been wearing. So this is what we are supposed to use ideally, but we are not getting this in Ghana. This fabric is actually from China. We're not getting this in Ghana. So we had to deploy our own means of using our local materials to make it with our heavy towels. So this is an absorber too. We cannot find this in Ghana. So we had to use towels, but we've been teaching them how to maintain the proper hygiene by introducing the wash campaign. We call it the wash campaign. So we teach them how to wash it. And then the hours they should have this on. So with ideally the disposable pad, you're supposed to change it twice a day or 3 or 4 times a day. But these kids cannot even afford to buy. So if they are able to buy one, it means one is not even enough for them for the whole period. But with this, you can change. So we have a bag. We give them a bag as well. So it goes to school after 4 hours. You can change and wear another, and then fold it. You can fold it. So this is how we fold it. Okay. So this way, you see. So it's smaller now. Then you can keep it in your bag. When you go home, you wash it. Yes. So basically, that's about the bag.
That's really impressive. I'm so impressed. Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Well, before I let you go, there are a few questions I want to ask about you, or it's a short sentence and you have to complete it. 3 sentences. Are you ready?
Okay. Yes, I am.
The first one is, if I could advise my younger self, I would say,
be you. I mean, being you is the best gift you can ever offer yourself.
Fantastic.
It took me a long time to discover that, but I think it's been amazing.
I feel you. I do feel you. And I'm on a similar journey as you are. And the second question, I am fabulous because
I'm amazing.
Oh. You have such a beautiful light. I love your confidence. Gosh, I just love it. You
it took me a long time to get here. Yeah, maybe we'll talk about it another time.
But I believe I believe you. Having had conversations with a lot of women, I know that we go through journeys to get to where we are. So well done. I hope you are proud of yourself.
Very.
And my final question is, one book that has greatly helped me in business is
The Smart Money Woman by Aristotle.
Yes, that book is, and I recently.
It's amazing. The movie. Okay, I haven't watched the movie yet. I think I need to.
Yeah, it's really inspiring. That one is amazing. Well done, well done. Now, how do we support your business? The business too is important to support. And I'm sure you will announce once you reopen. With regards to your NGO, how do we support? Perhaps someone is watching and they are like, oh, I want to help this young lady.
Okay, so mainly if they can get us the materials, we appreciate, and then funding as well. So either the materials or the funding, because we would love to get these materials to use. Okay. Or we can only get it from China. So if someone can do us a favor by buying these materials for us to use and then absorb it as well, would appreciate. But we are also open for funding as well. So they can follow us on social media. It's Women Girls Network on social media, Facebook, and Instagram, and then on Twitter is Women Girls, and then N.
Okay, and I'll definitely share the link about the next donation you're going to make in. Is it for Volta region?
Vote Adaklu, Adaklu, just straight to the Volta region.
Fantastic. I'll definitely share the link as well. Before I let you go, final, what final thoughts or words do you have for young ladies like yourself, and even maybe older ones, generally?
Okay, so my favorite quote has been, of course, whatever. I know we've made a lot of mistakes growing up. I mean, there are a lot of decisions that we made that never worked for us. And people keep living in their past. I mean, they keep hunting themselves in their past. Like, whatever has happened, has happened. Maybe you didn't get it right from the beginning, trying to identify yourself, building your career, building your life. You may not get it right from the onset. But if you get to a point where you're able to identify yourself, where you're able to, begin all over again, accept it, let go of the mistakes you made, whatever decisions that you've made, let go, and then accept the new you and build it. And always be the best version of yourself. I tell people, always be the best. You can be the best version of yourself always, and love yourself first. You cannot give the love you don't have. So you have to love yourself no matter who you are. Appreciate yourself and love yourself before you can give the love you have inside you out. So be you. I always know that you are the best. You are the best. There's no one like you. That's why I tell myself every morning.
No wonder, because you actually project that you believe you are the best. And that's amazing. That's something that I really wish myself, other people, that we can all believe, So I'm happy that you have that affirmation and you tell yourself every day, and that's the truth about you, actually. Creativity. What doesn't create at the phone, So thank you so much for making time for this. I wish you the very best in this endeavor and all the others. I know you'll be sharing updates with us as well. So God bless you.
I will. Amma, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You're so kind and you're so humble. All talking oh please, hey, Amma.
I'm blushing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, wasn't that beautiful? I just love that Afrakuma is so confident in who she is as a child of God. She believes in herself. She's loving herself. She's confessing it, encouraging the rest of us to also love ourselves. That's just so beautiful. I love her confidence. And I love what she's doing. She's not waiting for the millions. It will come. But in the meanwhile, what do I have in my hand? Let me use it and let me bless other people. A time will come, she'll make so much money. She'll just be writing checks. And she'll make the money from her own endeavors. Of course, other people like you and I will also be supporting what she does. And I'm just so happy. It's really nice to see that there are Ghanaians, young Africans, young worldwide citizens who are helping others from their own small corner, and as the corner gets bigger, they can even do more. That is a good heart. God bless you, Afrakuma, and your friends. Please check out, I have provided the link to her upcoming events. Then generally check her out, support her, share this. If this interview has been of value to you, please share it with others. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Mind Your Business. Until I come your way again, please don't forget to share in the comments how this has been of value to you today, what has spoken to you from this interview. And God willing, next week, same time, Tuesday, 12 noon GMT, I will come your way with something interesting. Ta!